Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. It's clayrammage back again with another Goodwill bins haul video today. Found some fun stuff. Nothing earth-shattering, I don't think, but some fun stuff for resale. Found a bunch of stuff for home. Cindy went with me today. So it was both of us. Speaking of Cindy, this was hers when she was a little girl. So it's a great little vintage Christmas thing that I wear every year. I don't know, I just love it. Anyway. So yeah, I am excited to show you what we got. So let's just get right into it. And I feel like I need to bump this up just a little more. There we go. So, where do I start? Let's just start right here. Found this vintage thermos, the red plaid. Yeah, so a nice vintage thermos. I didn't even open it up, I should see. Yep, still got the lid. See if it's got, yep, still got the glass thermos. It's in great shape. Does have just a couple scratches on the back side. It says 1973 as a copyright. So, but yeah, these are just great. People use these for decoration. They're still practical for use now, but they're great for decorating too. Cindy found these. These are vintage Tupperware set, and they're still wrapped in the plastic. These are like brand new and never used, which is pretty cool. It's got the little holder for carrying them around. These are kind of like the sandwich size, so I'm assuming that's what they are. And they could have been used. It just, you know, with that plastic, somebody may have just taken extra care when they did use them. Oh, I just noticed the bottom one does have a crack in it. Very bottom one, right there's a little crack, but I still think, you know, they'll do well. I've done well with these on eBay, so I wasn't picking up Tupperware for a long time, but now that I'm finding more and more, I'm starting to do that more. I picked up this cup. I was going to look it up and I forgot, but it's a flamingo cup, and then it's got the little baby flamingos on this side. So cute. It's a Herman Dodge and Sons, 1984 Japan, and especially with the tiki bar trend and all of that, flamingos can be popular. So I picked that up for 49 cents at our bins. Picked up this. This is by P&A Manufacturing, which was a big lamp manufacturer, and this is called the Nutmeg. I don't know if you can see it. The word is right across there in the glass. It says Nutmeg. And what's funny is Cindy found this and she goes, "Is this something you can use for any of the lamps you currently have?" I was like, "I don't know." So I threw it in the cart. Well, then a little while later, we stumbled across this, which is the actual lamp itself. And I didn't even try it. Yeah, see the little gripper thing is not working too well. But this particular style, is one sold that was sold not in a, it was, there's one sold on eBay, but not in American dollars. So it's probably a $20 to $25 item because it's got this beautiful little, very delicate brass handle, which is really kind of cool. So that was a fun find. I picked up this little figurine, little pixie elf figurine with a snail on his leg, which I thought was pretty funny. But I picked it up because he's sitting on a mushroom. So mushrooms are always collectible. Pixies are collectible. Snails. So I just had a trifecta of reasons to pick it up. It's still got the vintage sticker on there, made in Taiwan. Obviously, it's not a high-end piece, but just a fun little piece for collectibles. I picked up this guy. He weighs like nothing. Oh, he is marked on the bottom, too. Made in Italy. Oh. That's interesting. Usually these are not Italian made. It's a little wooden figurine of a man, elderly man. I wonder if that's, yeah, not exactly sure what it represents. So if any of you guys know, please let me know in the comments. He's got a somber look on his face though. Found this vintage bird. He's made out of, he almost looks like, and I'm kind of thinking he's made out of horn. Look at the base. See, it's got layers as it wraps out like you would find with horn. But I've not seen many animal figures carved out of bone. But I would say that's probably what it is, and it gives you a unique pattern. So I think this is really a unique piece. Hand carved, beautiful though. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with him yet. I'm just now really I just threw him in the cart when I saw he was a little unusual. So anyway, we'll have to take a closer look. The other thing I picked up was this. There was one bin with a whole bunch of vintage board games, and they had that basement musty smell to them. And the one thing that wasn't there was a vintage Monopoly game that had pieces from multiple eras put into it. For example, we have the little plastic houses, but we also have the little wooden houses. Same with the hotels. And we have wooden marker pieces of various types. And we have the metal markers. There's the thimble and the cannon. You know, so it's just a hodgepodge of different pieces. And then we got 2 dice, older dice too, which is kind of nice, smaller. So I just took out all of those pieces from the Monopoly game and threw them in here, and I'll make a lot and sell them as a lot in pieces, because again, the paper products were full of smell. And I did pick up another game, but this one didn't have an odor to it, and this is Panzer Blitz. And this one actually has some good value to it. And one of the reasons I picked it up is because now the pieces are still in here, but it was probably only used once, and the kids probably didn't enjoy it because it is kind of an intense game, kind of like Risk. But these pieces are still stuck together. They weren't taken apart on both sides. So that's a pretty good sign. So that's why I picked that up. This is what's called a bookshelf game. It's designed to sit on your bookshelf, so it's easy to store, and it's fairly small in size. So that some of them sold for like 40 bucks. So I'm thinking, because that one, it's not brand new, but it's in really, really good shape, that, you know, I should be able to get 30 to 35 out of that. Oh, I got to show you these. I've sold a number of beaters over the years. Oh, I just found that. Now I'm kind of disappointed. But it says stainless steel on them. And it's got the unusual handle, the side handle, which I really like. And I loved the little figure on the end. He's like a little snowman, gingerman man cross of a figure. So I really like that. I grabbed it, and I kept seeing it said stainless steel on the beaters, and I was like, oh, okay. But then I just saw where it says made in China. Now I shouldn't be disappointed. They're still very cute, and they work fairly well. So these I will put down at the Pink Elephant for like $5. You know, if anybody's interested, I can throw them on eBay too. But I just thought that handle was awesome. I never saw one like that. I was thinking they were vintage. They're just designed to look vintage. It kind of fooled me there. But again, sometimes I look really quickly, just grab, throw it in the cart, and go. So I don't always do a super thorough job of, you know, examining something to make sure, unless I know it's going to cost me quite a bit. But those are probably only cost me 50 cents. So, and then Cindy found, she goes, we walked by this one bin, she goes, oh, there's a stack of comics there. And this Star Trek one was on top, and I was like, oh yeah, grab them. And they're in pretty good shape. They do have some creases and a few dings along the edges, but I've seen them in a lot worse. So there's, I'll just quickly walk through these. Here's this Star Trek. There's another Star Trek. There's Porky Pig. And this one's in excellent shape. I don't even see any dings to the corners, which is amazing. There's Super Goof. There's this one I thought was very interesting. It says Science Fair Story of Electronics, the discovery that changed the world, compliments of Radio Shack. So this was a Radio Shack publication they probably just gave out to the kids when they came in the store. So I thought that was kind of cool little comic book to find. I've had these before, the Mickey Mouse and Goofy on the energy conservation Here's another Bugs Bunny. All of these are like from the late 70s. Then there's this one. It's the Avengers, belled by the Gray Gargoyle. So, 1979. Another Porky Pig. That's what I thought was kind of odd, that you find some of these kind of thrown in the middle. Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back comic from 1978. Then there's Superman and Wonder Woman number 9. Winnie the Pooh. It's interesting, he's got a green shirt on. Don't usually see him in green. And then there's Super Goof. So, usually these kind, especially the comic with Goofy, Porky Pig, I have down at the Pink Elephant for $3 to $4 each. And I sell them pretty regularly. So we'll have to look at the rest and see. I have to look them up. Some of those look interesting and could be valuable. And then I also picked this up. And, because we pay by the inch for books, so, and it's 50 cents an inch. So I probably paid 75 cents for all of those comics. So that's a great deal as far as a return on my little investment. Also pay by the inch for video games and CDs and DVDs. So this was in there, so I grabbed this one because I know some of them, I think it's number 18 that actually is worth a lot more money. But pick this one up. The CD is in there along with the instructions. So yeah. And again, I put these down at the Pink Elephant. I have a little shelf of some oddball stuff. I put them down there for a few dollars. Just as kind of a filler thing. I did find one book, Where Beauty Dwells by Emily Loring. It was 1941, first edition. In really good shape. It doesn't have the dust jacket, but still a nice little book. Probably $5. And I found this little golden book, My Little Book of Prayers. So, again, good shape, not been written in, no names or anything. So, and I got some bags of, I got a bag of jewelry. I got a bag of little figurines and perfume bottles, which we're going to look at in a sec, and then some smalls here too. But let me get through, and a little thing of stickers. So it's kind of this little theme of collections. But I did find this sheet with 2 pillowcases. It's a great floral print, vintage set, which vintage can do well. Now the reason I picked these up is here. These are Vera Newman. I've seen her scarves multiple times, but I've never seen her linens. So that's why I picked these up. I looked for the fitted sheet, but there was no fitted sheet, which I assume probably, you know, the reason they were donated because the fitted sheet was worn out or something. But anyway, and I got 4 of these Mary Engelbreit trays. These are the Christmas trays. These are from 2000, so they're considered vintage now. They're 20 years old. And these sell new. They were discounted to $2.99 when they were new, but they sell now on eBay consistently for, you know, $12 to $15 each. So I will put these out on eBay and do them as in, you know, quantity of 4, not sell them as a lot of 4, but you know, people can buy 1 or they could buy all 4 if they wanted to, whatever quantity they want. So that will be listed today because it's time to get Christmas stuff listed and going. Oh, that's too bad. This is all broken. But still, sorry, I'm going through this little bag of smalls, and they had these little glass flowers in this little tiny creamer. I wonder if Nicole wants that. That's a nice. It's even smaller than a personal creamer. There's a little I Love Grandma figurine. A little basketball boy figurine. There's 2. These are erasers for your pencils, but they're two red dogs. I wonder if it's supposed to be Clifford the red dog. Could be. There's a little, little squirrel. And it says Renee 1980 on the bottom. That's kind of cool. And then there's this little tiny bottle of perfume with that bird on there. I believe this, you guys can correct me if you know, but I think that's an Avon item. Then there was this little tiny seashell made into like a teacup. That's really cute. And a Topper Tea Berry from 2002. Teddy bear in a teacup. And then there's this broken rose. So I think, because there's several other stems in here without the pieces, so I think they must have got broken and they just threw them in there. So all of that just gets tossed in my garbage. All right. There's a bolo tie in this, which I saw, which I have a collection. I'm going to list those eventually too. This is the reason I grabbed this. It's a coast-to-coast truck. My in-laws used to own the coast-to-coast hardware store for many, many years in Delano, Minnesota. And then, of course, Coast to Coast was bought out by True Value, so they had to change the name to True Value at 1.2. But this is a Tootsie Toy Coast to Coast. Doesn't say, but I thought that was really cool. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. This was also in there, and it's marked Germany. So this is a little rose, porcelain rose made in Germany. That's kind of cool. There's these. There's this horse hair clip. There's this little ladybug pin. Oh, I made money. There's a dime in this bag. Yay. Oh, there's a little thanks thingy. A little souvenir plate, Cape Cod, Massachusetts. That's kind of fun. All right, and then I want to show you these stickers. These stickers are awesome. Snoopy for President. What it was I had grabbed something, some container, and inside of it was all of these vintage Kool-Aid packages. Well, they were all opened, but they had like bookmarks and stuff on the back, so I think that's why they saved them. But mixed in with all of those Kool-Aid packages were these stickers. So there's Snoopy for President, and then what was fun is, it's in here somewhere, there it is this one with Snoopy talking to Linus. It says, now as president, I can make my friend. I love those two. They're from, and these are good vintage stickers. Copyright 1958 and 1965 for this one. So I assume they're from the mid 60s. And then there's all of these still in the packages, but the packages have been torn. There's a whole bunch of these stickers. 1974 Kellogg. I think they're either like patches or, you know, stickers or tattoos. I didn't really even look. I just saw and pulled out all of these. Yeah, these are iron-on patches. Champion Bulldog. So again, I'll probably put these down at the Pink Elephant, because we sell stuff like this. Haste makes waste. Drive 55. All right, so you know that was during the energy crisis in the late 70s. It's dated 1976. So too fun. There's Toucan. It's kind of hard to see in some of these packages. But anyway, so that's a fun little find. And again, I'll probably put like, I'll look up the Snoopy ones, but the others will probably be like $1, 50 cents or $1, 2 for $1, something like that. But I thought that was pretty cool, little find. On this vintage brooch and clip-on earrings. Another set of earrings. And let's see what's in this jewelry bag. I have not even looked in here, so this will be our last item that I'll show. And it's Yes, the tangled up mess. And these are, it's heavy, so I figured they were all, you know, like either glass or stones. And these are glass beads. Beautiful brown necklace there. This is a long beaded necklace, but stones. And some glass beads. It's a mixture of both. It's multicolored. Nice long strand. And a whole lot of... Alright, let's do this. Okay, he came undone. Again, these are stones. And some wood beads on there. That's kind of cool. This one's got a tag on it. That's hard. I can't read that. Sorry. I don't know what I did with my loop. I have one around here somewhere, but I don't know what happened to it. Here's a multi-strand. White, blue. Look at that. That's a pretty bead. And there's another one. Yeah, most of these are really long chains. And this one does have a tag on it. This is a Leo Sophia. That's a nice one. So some of these, you know, they're nice enough that a lot of jewelry I just put in jewelry jars and put them down at the Pink Elephant, the antique store that I have a booth in. But these are the kind that I would list some of these even on eBay. Some of the nicer ones with the names on them. So this one's just an inexpensive one, but it is true stones. There's just a chain. Oh, and this one's tangled up in it. There we go, got them untangled. That's just a looped circle chain. Nice little beaded and cut glass item. Here's a chipped stone chip. This is a choker style. No mark on it. Nice little choker style. And then there's this heavy, this is a heavy chain. Again, no tag or mark on it, but it's a nice little chain. Anything else? Oh yeah, just this one with a leather strap. And that's the last piece. So not bad. Not a bad lot. So that's what we got today, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you next time.